Hi everybody. Been a little while since I've done a video. Just been very busy really. I've got a lot of things coming though, and this is one of the things I'm receiving today, but this might actually be the second video that goes out. Well, when the next thing arrives, that will probably be the one that goes up first. But anyway, package to open. This is from Canada. It's from Aroundsquare. I think it got stuck in customs for quite a while, but no charges to pay. I guess maybe they thought it was weird. No idea. Doesn't look like I've opened it though, so probably just scanned it. But yeah, this is from their October drop. And hang on a second, there's an invoice in there. I'm just going to take that out. So it's got my details on it. And always a nice thank you note from Matt. Right, there we go. So quite a few bits. I went a bit mad. Because the nice thing about the drops is usually you get a little bit of a discounted price if you buy it when they drop. Right, that's a bit of a giveaway for one of the things I got, although you should be able to tell from that box. So, I guess the theme for Aroundsquare's October drop was ULTEM. And obviously ULTEM is a very popular material. I think people have been asking Matt for ULTEM for quite a while. Got some stickers there. Yeah, I kind of went a bit crazy because I just thought these prices are discounted. I'm just going to get them all at the same time. Admittedly, the one that's in here I wasn't actually planning to get. And my apologies, the cat is not quite happy that I've moved from the room I was sitting with her in. So let's just get straight into these. So, that's probably the perfect one to start with. So this is the regular ULTEM knucklebone. Always comes with a little pouch. I don't actually use these pouches, but I always keep them. There we go. So obviously very similar to the acrylic knucklebones, and really there's going to be no difference in how they feel in terms of material. In fact, here's my clear acrylic. Obviously, if you have an acrylic and you don't really want to spring for the ULTEM, then I don't think you're really missing out on much. As I learnt with the Unquiet Hands ULTEM revolver, it still will scratch. And I haven't abused this or dropped it. You know, it's just from general use. So, you know, they're not going to stay pristine unless you just, you know, put them on a display case somewhere, you know. In fact, there's a good comparison there. A little bit of a difference in length. And obviously shape. But there's a massive difference in price, I have to say. I was quite surprised because I wasn't sure what I could buy until I saw the prices, until the stuff actually dropped. So the ULTEM regular is $45. Now the ULTEM revolver from Unquiet Hands is $80. So that's quite a difference in price. Each, you know, they're very different in terms of their shape. They're both, you know, this is going to be no different to my acrylic really. I just wanted it for the collection. It's a very good price, $45. But really, if you already have an acrylic, then you know it may not be worth it for you. But let's just put that one down there, and I'm just gonna have to pause a second. Just one moment, please. Sorry. I think I'm getting a cold, so I had to sneeze. So, okay, next one. There we go. So, it's the Slimony in ULTEM. So, I'm a big fan of the Slimonies. I would actually like to see them in Delrin and acrylic, but mostly Delrin. Oh, mine's got a little bit of a mark on now. That is odd. Ah, but it will come off. Sorry, just had to look at it off camera. Yeah, it just scraped off. That was a bit weird. Anyway, so there we go. A little Slimony there. In comparison in size, the Slimonies are great. I love the thinner grip. I just wish there was a, I think I've said it before, a kind of slim version of the regular size from Aroundsquare, because I prefer the longer length with the slimmer grip. Oh, this is a bit awkward actually. It may take a little while getting used to. I'm not used to using such light material. Apart from, I would say, the Delrin, because I always have a Delrin in my pocket, so I have a black one for work, so I use that quite a lot. And like the acrylic, kind of this glossy texture in comparison to the Delrin, it kind of just sort of sticks to you a little bit. It's not a huge problem. It's just an observation, but let's have a look. So I didn't actually do a video on this. It's a stainless steel Slimony, which is really quite heavy. And this is the titanium one, which is beautiful, lovely finish. So there we go. I prefer the titanium one, to be honest, because it's got that little bit more weight. Lighter things I'm just finding a little bit more difficult these days, but you can be more nimble with them. Except I'm not really demonstrating that very well at the moment. Yeah, for some reason I'm struggling with that one. Yeah, why am I struggling with it? I think it's just a matter of getting used to it, but I seem to struggle with this. The regulars are great. Nothing wrong with the regulars at all, and so affordable. So, as I said, this was 45. This was 40, the Slimony. And actually, out of the two, I'm actually preferring the regular, in all honesty. Maybe it's because, you know, I use the regulars more because, as I said, I always have those Delrins in my pockets. Lately, I've also been using the Zero Gravity Return Tops Picciotto, which is like the Slimony but longer, so I'm a bit used to that extra length. And I haven't been using knuckle bones all that much lately. I've just been all about spinners, so I need to get back to practice. Right, okay, next one. So this should be interesting. Look at that. Right, so they also introduced a ULTEM grip in the modular section for knuckle rollers. So they didn't do like a kind of polished finish, which I think is wise. They've done a kind of just a bit of a matte finish on there, a bit satiny. It actually feels really nice. Just feeling that there. And it's a regular size grip with aluminium regular knobs, but they are also Begleri ends, although I wouldn't recommend using aluminium for Begleri because they will just get beaten up, because aluminium is such a soft material. Now, unfortunately, it's got the kind of rough, it's not really rough, but a slightly rough texture like the normal regular sized aluminium knuckle roller, and the aluminium is fantastic, and I suggest it as like a kind of bridging between, you know, going from Delrin to say titanium. It's a good middle ground to get you into a little bit more weight, because titanium is too much, I think. I mean, stainless steel definitely is too much when you're first starting out. When you get used to using the lighter materials like acrylic, Delrin, and now ULTEM, then I think you should kind of move on to aluminium, because that's a nice little stepping stone. Oh, this is good. This I like. So I think someone, commenter on my channel, mentioned getting just the normal aluminium knobs to try with some of my other grips, but I thought, well, I want this ULTEM grip, and the aluminium is going to provide weighted ends, which I like, but, you know, not to a major, you know, extreme. So here's my modular titanium slim grip, kind of regular size. I'm just going to switch over the titanium knobs. Basically, every time I buy a modular version of something, I buy a full set, so grip and knobs, because I've got so many now. I can just try so many different things, and it means I'll always have a complete set. Won't have a random grip or random knobs laying around somewhere. So I think one issue with the ULTEM is you're going to have to be very careful not to over tighten, because those threads will get ruined. So I'm going to be very careful with the titanium. I probably won't keep it like this, in all honesty. I think the titanium will be too weighty, although I have to say it looks very attractive. Looks better than the aluminium. But it's not about looks, it's about weight and how they work. So I'm just going to be very gentle there. Wow, that looks pretty. Yeah, that does feel nice, but actually they just feel a little bit too heavy on the ends. But that is a nice option. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the aluminium. I'm sorry about this cat. Since the weather's changed, it's gotten very cold, very wet. We had a storm. Last week it actually damaged my roof. Joy of joys. Yeah, she's been very needy ever since the weather's changed, because she's not really going outside. She's sort of staying inside with me. Okay, right, let's put these back together. So the ULTEM grip was $20 and aluminium knobs were $25. So quite affordable, but just remember with the modular sets, price is going to add up quite quickly. So just be a little bit wary when you're building your sets, I guess. Just be wary of your budget. But this, I have to recommend. This is really nice. I might have to see about maybe softening these down, refinishing them. They're not like sandpaper rough, you know. It kind of looks like it would be, but it kind of looks slightly abrasive, but it's not at all. It is smooth. I don't know, there's something about it I'm not fond of, but in terms of the weight of the material, it is actually really lovely, and this is a good mix. Yeah, this is very nice. So let's have a look at it there. Yeah. Okay, so last one then. It's some Begleri. And these are ones I've never wanted to get before, because I thought they were ugly. But in the ULTEM, these are the Titans. I actually was quite taken with them. Oh, they've sent me... Oh, okay. Sorry. They've sent me 2 sets of paracord, basically because of the... these are Begleri as well. So that's nice. I don't expect that, but that's very nice. Okay, so yeah, these are the ULTEM Titans, and I believe they have a titanium core. And in all honesty, I don't know how these are going to hold up when they hit each other over and over again, but I just thought they looked so pretty, especially when I saw Weavers of Eternity's video. Yeah. Just before they dropped, I was like, oh my god, those are pretty. I just, yeah, could not help myself. I think he had them strung up with blue as well, so I might try that. I'm not particularly a blue person, but yeah, give it a go. But yeah, I always thought these looked too big and bulky, kind of a bit ugly. I guess, in other versions, but yeah, something about this ULTEM just reminded me of like honey. ULTEM always does actually, but it's a little bit too short, but just a rough kind of. I really need to practice with Bigleri again, and of course I've got an end on there that I don't really want. I will string these up off camera. I'm very funny about what length, but apparently the clacks are extremely satisfying. Just need to clack them together. Oh yeah. It's weird, it's almost like it's got a kind of a hollow sound. I guess because they are. Because you've got an outer shell and then a core, but they're both hollow. Oh, that's really crisp. I like it. Yeah, these are going to get ruined. Because I'm going to be playing these. And I know, obviously, ULTEM scratches. I got the polished finish because I was in such a rush to buy because I thought these would just go so quickly that I was a bit confused. Like, what do they mean, machine finished and polished? And I was like, do they mean the outside or the inside? So I was just like, oh, I'll just get one, and I got polished. I think they actually meant the outside because when I actually went back and looked at pictures very, very closely, it's the ULTEM, I think. So, but it's definitely machined on the inside because they can't polish it on the inside. But it doesn't matter. It looks beautiful to me. I love that clack. It is really, really, I can see what people mean. I thought, you know, it'll just be a standard Bigleri noise, but it's not. Reminds me of something snapping. And hopefully it's not the ULTEM snapping. But no, it isn't. It does. It reminds me of something snapping. Like you know when you've got like an open fire and the wood snaps, like it cracks when it's in there. It's like that. It's like that sound. Like when the fire's crackling away and you hear a big snap from the wood. Yeah, nice. I'm glad I got these. So these are $60. And kind of another reason why I bought them when I did is, as I said earlier, when you buy them on the drops, often there's a discount. I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes. So I got these for much less. Let's have a look at my invoice. So the Titans I actually got for 40, but now, you know, that window has closed for the drop price. You know, they've been around now for a little while. Now they're 60. So for me, that's quite a difference, especially when I'm ordering from the UK, because obviously I've got to pay shipping. But yeah, this is a really good drop. I have so many Aroundsquare things now. So there we go. They are absolutely beautiful. And I'm really, really pleased with these, with the Titans. I would highly recommend these. The Slimony, I'm actually a little bit, I think it's just me. I think it's user idiocy. I think, yes, the titanium is much nicer because it's got more weight. But I think for a beginner, or maybe someone really just new to this and they're interested in the Slimony, maybe the titanium's going to be too heavy, so this might actually be a really good option. I would really like one of these in Delrin and acrylic, especially Delrin. I just love Delrin. It's the best light material in my opinion. And it's also one of the cheapest. This is wonderful. I'm probably going to go go off and play with this because I really like the slight weight distribution. It's not too much, but you know, the knobs are definitely heavier than the grip. And this is just much like the acrylic, beautiful, lovely to look at, easy to use. Okay, actually, let's give them away. That's one thing I haven't done. So you always get like pouches as well for the Biglari. And I'm also going to measure these up in a minute because I want to play with them. I would recommend Weavers of Eternity as well as a YouTuber. I love his videos for paracord tips and reviews. So the regular ULTEM is 12.77 grams. Let's just compare that with the acrylic for a second. So just slightly heavier, so it's a little bit more dense than the acrylic. And a little bit lighter than the Delrin. Let's do the Slimony. So 7.66, that is extremely light. So let's have a look with the titanium. This is 26.19, and the stainless steel, which is really heavy. Crazy how heavy this is. How heavy it feels as well. I mean, it's this one. I mean, it's 45 grams, which is like the same weight as the regular titanium, more or less. Yet this feels heavier, and I think that's just because of the weight distribution with those heavier ends. It's actually really lovely, but I would not buy a regular stainless steel because I think that would just be insane weight. As lovely as the material is and as lovely as their products are, this is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I would not want to drop that on my foot. Okay, so I'm not going to separate these to weigh them. I haven't really got time. Oh, let's actually stand it up like that if we can. Yes, we can. 23 grams. Yeah, that's a good weight. I like that. And actually, I do like this combination, so a bit of a recommendation there. And not too expensive, you know, that comes to the same price as just a regular. So if you want something that's, you know, it's got more weight, has a different kind of weight distribution, give it a go. It would be really cool if they did ULTEM knobs, if that's ever possible. I don't know if it is or not. And let's get one of these Titan ends off. Yeah, so that's the makeup of it. I'm pretty sure that's titanium. So it's 4 grams 39. The shell is 3 grams 96. So together is 836. I don't know if you can get different cores, different materials. I don't know. I have no idea because, as I said, I never showed an interest in the Titans before, but I think I was proven wrong. These are definitely ones to go for. I love that clack. It's fantastic. So yeah, I think I'm going to call that a day. Aroundsquare, great company as always. Can't fault customer service, prices, anything. It's just, yeah, fantastic company. Matt, you're doing really great work. Really enjoy these. Thank you very much. And especially good work on the Titans because they're amazing. So I'm going to go measure my Titans now. Have a lovely day. I've got something exciting coming in the mail today, and that's probably going to go out before this one. So bye-bye.